my trip. Now there are a lot of competitors for this website. Let's see. Okay, so there are a lot of competitors like Go, Ivivo, Next, Go, Ivivo, and let's take Happy Easy Go, Easy Go, and one more example. Let's see Flipkart or Amazon or Paytm, anything. Okay. So these are all are the vendors for who are for providing tickets for you. When you book, you can use any of this platform. So norm when this that if you feel like if a customer sees in the credit card details, if you find that 5 minutes or 10 minutes it is taking to give you a response, and still you do not get your ticket is not booked, and you have a very bad impression after that, and your customer is pissed off. So definitely your customer will move to any of this application for trying this ticket booking. So that is a loss in the business. So now let I'll just show like what is a good thing, like when you get your SLA in 5 seconds. So this is the thing, like you will get an order ID. Thank you for your purchase today, and your status, like your it will be pending or complete, or what is the amount you paid, and what are the credit card details and expiry and everything, like all details it will be providing you. You will be receiving in mail, your ticket will be received, and even you can in the application also you can download it. So we have seen the positive and a negative test case for now, and we also know that this might hamper our business. So as a customer, I always want to test all my critical business flow, and my critical business flow should perform. It should have it should give you a response in a very fast manner. Like suppose the client has decided a SLA. SLA is nothing but service level agreement. Client has decided an SLA for critical business transaction. Let's see, he has decided around 5 seconds. So this core business functionality should give you a response under five. If it gives you in 3 seconds, also fine. 1 second, also fine. It should give you response under 5 seconds. So that is known as service level agreement. So the performance tester needs to get this detail in NFR. So I'll tell all the process and all, like how do you perform that PTLC life cycle and everything. I once the class is proceeded, I'll let you know everything, each and every detail. You will be aware of it. So you the customer, if it is not performing and your product in the production environment or in the live environment, you are getting your response time as suppose 5 minutes. So obviously your customer will be deviated to this other application for booking your flights. So never a business owner will need this kind of thing. This like, so what we need to do at that particular time, we have different types of performance testing. Okay, so like and you even know like this is a very what we expect is right. uh, Performance testing is normally it is a very expensive testing compared to any other testing. Like you need to have a detailed architecture. Performance testing is a very expensive testing compared to other testing. It needs highly skilled resource to find the bottlenecks. PT engineers have a demand for a high pay and need detailed architecture. So, as I already told you, this is a very expensive testing compared to other testing, and it needs a very highly skilled resource to find the bottlenecks. And PT engineers normally, from other manual testers or some kind of testers, they demand for a high pay scale. And to get the bottlenecks, to find out the bottlenecks in the application, you need to have a detailed architecture. You need to have, you need to know all the components. What are the middleware components, or what are the application, or what are components integrated, and what are the components which are affected. All details like from application server, from web server, and like DB server, and if there are any kind of services, or if it is going to any service call, like all of the component which is related to application, you need to have a total detailed overview. So never a business owner will after this all things, after investing all the things, he never expect his application will perform a very his application will perform in a very poor way, poor manner. So he never expect like 5 minutes of time. So definitely he will reach out to his engineers and try to fix, because it will be a loss for his business, and his customers will never try to use this application. So this is the highly overview I've given. I have given you the detailed structure. So normally as a performance tester, I will explain you all the details, like how can you perform load test. I'll show you like even how can you design the scenario when we learn scripting. After the scripting phase, when we go and we will see the workload modeling. Once the we design the workload model, we'll come and see how can we design the scenario, and even we will check how can you load, how can you do the load test or stress test. I'll not do the test and all, but I definitely, because load test, uh, you have to perform for 1 hour, and definitely like I'll give you a very good idea of this type of test. How can you perform? And definitely, if you are an experienced or you are a basic now, like you are as you have enrolled in a basic, definitely when you move to a IT industry or any kind of industry, you can definitely tell them perfectly by that I have done load testing, stress testing, soak testing, breakdown testing, spike testing, volume testing, step up testing, everything. Like, so we'll see one by one, and let's see, let us focus on this load test. What is load test and how do you perform load test, and all the components like it is related, we'll see this thing. Okay, so I think before deep diving into load test, the type of testing, I just wanted to make sure you have an idea about software architecture, or like normally our application have, they follow a entire architecture. Like, I'll give you a picture. Okay, let's see what is single tier architecture. Suppose I feel that you are not aware of this thing. It's my duty to explain you each and everything from basics. What is the one tier architecture? Normally, client and a server. Client, server. So when you go and search one tier architecture, so I will take some example. See, this is a very good example we can say. Like normally everything will be inside one machine. Like you have the in a single machine you have a, you are the client and you are the server, you are the database, you are the file server. Everything you do perform on that particular machine. So everything is inside one machine, client and a server, everything or database. So everything in single machine. A single machine. So you might have taken the idea about like one tier architecture. Now let's see two tier architecture. So you know that there are n number of clients, and you have a data source or a DB or server, then all the things will be requested like two different machine. Like that one I have informed you, one single machine. Now I want to make sure, like you have a client, you have a server, and these two are different machine. This is a single machine, this is server, like that. One more it is there. Okay, and he is also requesting. So let's see, this is system 1. Let's see system 2, and this is server. Okay, so normally like anything like DB server or anything or some kind of thing or file server, so they will be requesting to, this is a two-tier architecture. Now let's see three-tier architecture. So what will happen? Client server, application server, database server, and this thing. Surface client one, client two. Let's see, these all are machines. Okay. Hmm. Web server, DB server, client 1, client 2, client 3, client 4. So these all are clients, like n number of clients you can have in, or you can n number of clients can access your application concurrently. So like all these clients are requesting they want to perform any kind of activity, and they are requesting to the server. So the request will be first sent to the web server, and then the web server, according to the request, it will send to the app server to do some of the business logic, to perform some business logic. And if it needs some kind of DB, then it will send, the app server will send a request to DB server, and the request will be processed to app server. Then app server will do all the core functionality and send to a web server, and this will again process. It will send response to client 1, client 2, client 3, and client 4. So it will have a request and a response. The client is sending you a request, and server will provide a response. Response. Okay, so this is the three tier architecture, and there are many tiers, like n tiers also. There will be nodes, different nodes available. So tier one, tier two. I'll even show that thing also. Three tier. Okay, let's see. Suppose you have a n tier architecture. So let's see entire architecture. Okay, let's see this one machine, two machine, three machine, four machine. Okay, these are all are the clients. Just a second, guys. Sorry for the interruption. I will just plug in the charger. Okay. So now we'll see entire architecture. So this is the web tire, DB app tire. This is the DV tire. So again, what will be there in this tire? Multiple nodes will be connected. Okay. This. So let us name like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. One, two, node 3. One, node 2, node 1, node 2. Okay. Point 1, point 2, point 3, So this is the entire architecture. It looks like this thing. So you got a better like suppose there any of the tire is there are three type of nodes. Any node is failure or there is any server issue or any lag issue. They'll try to this tire web server will try to distribute the load among like it will according to some algorithm like it will distribute all the loads in some particular nodes and the request will be processed accordingly. So this yeah, I think you have a I got you got my you might have got a good idea about all tier of architecture. It is very necessary to know the software architecture. So I guess you have a good experience learning this course and rolling this course. Okay, so what I'll do, uh, I'll try to like I think I'll try to wrap this session up as I'll try to continue the types of performance testing maybe to next class and explain all the details individually one after other and hope you guys have a good learning today and if you face any difficulties then you can raise a query and you can reach me anytime. So thanks guys, have a great day.